Hi, this is Slasher from the Satan Stabbers Motorcycle Club. My PO told me I had to do community service as part of my parole, so to help the public good and fulfill my terms of release from Nevada Department of Corrections, here we go. All you male fucks out there walking around with your saggy pants and your fucking underwear showing, what the ever-loving fuck is wrong with you? You know, in prison, if you do that, it means you take it up the ass. Is that why you do it? You want to advertise you're taking up the ass? Plus, nobody wants to see your fucking boxers. Nobody. Just fucking stop it before you get bitch slapped. Now, any of you hot chicks and babes want to walk around with your britches hanging out? I'm all for it. Let's see them thongs and lacy sexy shit, ladies. My name's Slasher, and I'm here to help the community. That's perfect, man. You think about this. By the way, we are live right now, so go ahead and start anytime you want, man.
Welcome to the Bikerslifestyle podcast. I'm Dirty.
And I'm Tank. How you doing, man?
And today we have a very special guest, our brother Boomer.
He's not special. He's fucking special.
Well, he's
short,
special.
Short buzz special.
Short buzz special. Yeah.
Special ed.
Welcome, special Boomer.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And, well, I guess let's get right into it. Where do you come from? Where's the beginning of Boomer's start?
Elkhorn.
Okay. Wisconsin?
Yeah, Elkhorn, Wisconsin. And then,
what was it like growing up in Elkhorn, Wisconsin?
It's quiet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was
nice.
the childhood of Boomer like? Were you rich?
No, I was never,
Wow,
I was
what the hell?
not a rich person.
We're all rich here. I mean, I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth, so I can't relate to you. I'm sorry.
I grew up, I had mini bikes, dirt bikes, used to race motocross.
Please say ketchup sandwiches.
Ketchup sandwiches? No. Fried bologna.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you got to cut a little slit in it there. You get the little hat, man.
Yeah, you got to cut the four slits.
Rookie mistake, man. Rookie mistake.
Wow. So, motocross, where'd you race motocross at?
Avalon.
Nice.
And then I did a circuit for Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan.
What size bike?
125s and CR80s.
Oh, nice.
Started out on the CR80s and then moved to a 125. Then I jumped up to 250.
Nice. Were you any good?
I was 3 races away from going pro.
What happened?
I crashed.
How do you know 3?
That was the end of the series.
Oh, okay, I know. Okay. I thought it was like a little meter they gave you.
No.
It's like,
I
pro
crashed,
level.
I crashed real hard.
Like the games tell you when you're move up.
Yeah.
I thought he was leveling up.
I crashed real hard, broke both my legs, all my ribs, my arm in 3 places, my collarbone, dislocated my other shoulder.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was in a body cast for 6 weeks.
Wow.
And then my mom said no more.
No more body cast or no more riding motorcycle.
No more racing.
Yeah.
How old were you when you did that?
I was 15.
Oh, wow. So was that sophomore year in high school then, or
Freshman.
freshman year in high school?
6 weeks in a body cast, man. It's
So
gotta get itchy.
It sucked.
I bet.
So we start out on dirt bikes in high school.
Yeah.
When do we graduate to street bikes?
Well, hold on. His first bike,
My very first bike I had was I was 5 years old. It was a little mini bike from like the Sears and Roebuck's deal. The little 3-horse.
Yeah.
3-horse
Briggs
motor.
and Stratton.
Yeah, little pit bike deals. Yeah.
I had one of those, and then I went to a Honda Mini Trail 70.
Nice.
And it was street legal, but
yeah.
They were funky looking though, man, with that funky bar, that down bar that they had.
And
on.
the collapsible handlebars on them.
Yeah.
And those things are ridiculously expensive now. They go for like up to $5,000.
Oh, they're collector's items.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen them. That in Trail 90s, like a gold Trail 90 I saw on eBay the other day.
Do you still have yours?
No.
Oh.
God, no. I wish. It'd be so cool.
It would be cool.
It'd be fun. I'd jump on it, ride it around town. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
If we had that, we could paint it pink and make the probates do it.
So
here's an idea.
So we got the Trail 70.
Yeah.
We have the dirt bikes.
Yep.
So what's the first street bike then?
A Suzuki GSL 550.
Oh. And was that in high school or was that?
That was in high school.
So we asked, was it Kellen? So what kind of, was it like major boy band ass when you rode a motorcycle to high school?
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't, was it?
It was badass.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
See,
You got more ass than a toilet seat then.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah, normally it doesn't
far
work
out,
that
man.
way. We think it works that way, but it never
Far
really
out.
pans out that way.
I
But for you, it did.
I was the only one in high school that had a motorcycle. I was riding a motorcycle to school when I was a freshman in high school, so.
God damn it, you're cooler than I thought you were.
I was badass.
Fuck yeah. So you got boy band ass. Was this like junior year, senior year?
Up to my junior year, and then I met my ex-wife, and then ended up getting married before high school ended out.
Really?
Yeah, because I knocked her up.
Wow, you got married in high school.
Yeah. Shotguns and everything?
Wow.
No,
Dad wasn't there with the shotgun?
45 was there, though.
45. Well placed.
Yeah.
You were encouraged to get married.
Yes,
yeah.
I was encouraged.
No, well, hey, happens to the best of us.
And then I joined the Marines, and
yeah.
It's kind of forced into joining the Marines, but.
How were you forced to join the Marines?
I blew up the high school principal's mailbox.
Oh. So it was like either join the military or go to jail type situation.
Yeah, for 17 years.
Wow. What year was that?
93.
Oh, okay. So that's pre-World Trade Center.
Yeah.
So what was Paris Island graduate then?
What's that?
Paris Island graduate?
No, Camp Pendleton.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Hollywood boy.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Midwest. You had that choice, which left or right.
What was the military like pre 9/11?
It was very intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how so?
Boot camp was pretty intense. They don't have like the millennials they got today, where they can they get these little stupid ass cards.
They can stress card. They can stress out now.
The stress card, yeah.
Yeah.
If they get you too stressed out, or they think you're riding their ass too hard, they hold up this little card, and the drill instructor can't touch you for 24 hours. Can't get in your face for 24 hours.
Do you get a certain amount, like lives in a video game, or
really?
Yeah,
just unlimited.
And after
I don't know how I feel
after
about
that 24 hours, then they're allowed to ride your ass for I think 3 days. I think that's how that goes.
And then you get to use your card again.
Then you get to use your card again if you want.
Wow.
But the more you use your card, the harder they ride your ass.
Well,
after they're allowed to.
I would assume. So.
Well, I actually just want to touch on that with a question, follow-up question. All right, so blanket parties, things like that, was he harder on the rest of the troop if somebody was playing the card? Like to try to help the troop correct the person so they wouldn't do that again? Or
that I don't know.
That's a good answer.
It wasn't...
We'd have to get a younger guy.
Did you hear that, federal government, Trump, everybody? He didn't know. He didn't make a comment on it.
By the way, Trump listens to this podcast.
He does, of course.
Nice.
And all hail Zuck. All hail
Zuck.
So yeah, it was interesting.
Nice.
And
so what was you graduate boot camp, full blown Marine?
No. Well, you technically yes, but you go to AIT, which is your training,
right?
And then you get sent to wherever you get sent to after that.
What's that like pre 9/11?
Well,
I guess what I'm getting at is what was the military? Because we weren't at war.
No. Well, we were in.
Well,
in between
areas like was it Kosovo?
Somalia. Somalia, because I
Black Hawk Down, basically.
Yeah, that's where I went to
it's easier
Somalia.
if you're related to movies to me.
Yeah.
I think we had activity in Libya
and Fallujah.
Too. Yeah.
So were you over there? Or?
Yeah. I went to. I just missed Fallujah. I was in Somalia.
Nice.
I went over to Iraq for policing.
So you were in Iraq pre 9/11?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was going on over there?
Basically clean up after
the Desert Storm.
Yeah, Desert Storm. And they're still doing police training and stuff like that, teaching them how to shoot. And so I got to go over there and teach them how to shoot long range.
I was going to say, from what I understand, you're a pretty good shot.
I'm all right.
You got a sniper.
You were a sniper.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about that.
I'm all right.
I'm all right.
What's the qualifications to be a Marine sniper?
You got to have a lot of patience. You got to be able to blend in.
How far away could you take someone out?
My furthest shot?
Yeah.
On paper?
1.56
miles.
Over 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
So you could clip somebody and they wouldn't even hear the shot.
No, that's not clipping them. You're drilling them.
Well, okay.
Center
the technical term is drilling.
You're smoking them center mass, which is chest.
You could kill somebody and they wouldn't even hear the shot.
No.
Wow.
They'd never even know.
What type of weapon are you using for that?
50.
Nice.
Or a 338 Lapua.
So how long were you in the service?
4 years.
Oh, okay. And you get out of the service.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going next?
Kentucky.
What's in Kentucky?
I got family down there.
Oh, okay.
And then my kids and my ex-wife, we were all down there, and then she decided to give a whole new meaning to full-service gas stations. And I took the kids and left.
Well, there you go.
So after Kentucky, where do you end up?
Back here in Wisconsin.
Back in Wisconsin.
And that was in 98.
98. So what are you doing with yourself between 98 and now?
I went to school for welding and just working.
Just working?
Yeah.
And,
And
you're
riding, and riding.
in riding. So what? Okay, well, I guess it's kind of hard to interview somebody you know because you kind of like want to let everybody else know you, and I kind of already know where we're going.
Right.
So you're not riding a GL 500 anymore.
No.
Okay. What are we riding now?
I was riding a sport bike,
Okay. So what kind of sport bike?
a CBR 900 RR.
Oh, shit. That's a serious motorcycle.
That
That
was
is
a-
a
that was- that
serious
was
The
a bike.
900 RRs were serious business
Yeah.
back in the late 90s. That was the bike.
And it wasn't. I bought it and rode 2 miles to the local speed shop
Yeah.
and told them it wasn't fast enough.
You had to be faster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it makes sense. I hear you. I
So
understand
it
that.
literally had 2 miles on the odometer.
Nice.
And here we go. Here's a bunch of money, make it go faster.
So you got the 900 RR. How long did that last?
Until 2008.
Wow, you had it for quite some time.
Yeah.
Nice. Most of those 900 RRs you don't see around anymore.
No.
Stunt riders got a hold of them.
Yeah, because they're so torquey.
Oh,
and-
yeah. They blew them the fuck apart.
Yeah.
To find an unmolested 900 RR,
It was pretty rare.
that'd be awesome.
And I sold it, so I got out of the bikes for a little bit, and then just raising the kids on your own, it's
Yeah.
a little expensive.
Yeah. my first, I guess, sport bike ride was on a 900 RR that my buddy had. Those fuckers they don't mess around.
No.
No, it's because I think the first bike I rode before that was like a street bike wise was like I think it was a CB 750.
Okay.
Which ended up being my first bike, and then after that was like a Yamaha Virago and
I had
other
one of those.
other Japanese
Yeah.
cruiser
Yeah,
bikes
Dawn
from the
had
late
one for a
70s.
while.
Yeah,
I felt really crowded riding on that, let me tell you.
and when you're on those bikes, and then you jump on your buddy's 900 RR,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother world of
That's a-
motorcycle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's
It's going from a Pinto to a Ferrari.
yeah.
So what happened to it?
My 900.
Yeah.
I sold it.
You sold it?
Yeah.
Why? You
I just
outgrew
needed,
it, or?
I just needed the money.
Oh, well,
Ra-
yeah, you
raising
did say
raising
that,
the kids for the.
Yeah, but you probably had another bike.
What did you
No,
get
I
next?
didn't. I didn't have
You had
a
to-
long one.
For
One for a long time.
A little while, yeah.
And
It
then
happens.
Yeah.
I went to my Suzuki SV
Oh,
that
really?
I had. Yeah.
Nice.
Which my son now has.
Yeah.
We won't mention that it broke down at the gas station this past
No,
summer. No,
no,
we
no.
won't mention that.
It's a piss poor design.
Is it?
Yeah, because the way the motor sits in there.
First, I just want to say we're not actually bashing any brand here in the bikerslifestyle.com.
But if any Suzuki engineers
But if you
are
do hold a
listening,
gold wing, we really think you're suspect.
we don't like gold wing riders. We do, but we don't.
Wing
Right,
dingers.
Yeah.
Ah, the wing
Whole other
dingers.
breed, man. Whole other breed.
But the motor is kind of pitched forward, so it's a V twin.
Yeah.
The front cylinder where the spark plug sits,
Yeah.
it's way down inside the head. It's not like off
Yeah.
to the side. So the front tire, when it's raining, it kicks up the water and goes right directly down inside around the plug, and it
it's an
falls out.
odd-looking frame. The neck are really strange on those.
There's no bottom rail on the motor.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. There's no
It's
bottom
just
rail
they're,
on that
they're,
motor
they're
at
weird
all.
looking. You can always tell when that's that bike because
Yeah.
it's so descript
But
by the
it's-
neck.
They made a 452, didn't they?
I don't think so. I know they had the 600 or 650S and the 1000.
Well, I thought it's TL 1000, wasn't it?
No, it was 650.
Oh, okay.
SV.
Maybe I'm thinking about
Or
yeah.
1000 is.
Okay,
SV.
that might be what I'm thinking of 650 and a 1000 SV. Because I know there was a TL
What the-
1000. Another buddy
Yeah.
of mine let me ride that.
Yeah,
That's
there
what
is a.
got me to get my Super Hawk. Anyways,
But they're a fun bike. They're
they're torque monsters.
yeah, they were super torquey. I mean, they were really hard to beat out of a corner on any of the inline fours. I could keep up with any. Doesn't matter if it was a 1,000 or a 750 Gixxer. I could keep up with them coming out of the corners, but then in the stretch, they
don't have the legs.
Me.
Yeah.
My
sport bike I ever rode was a Buell, and I looked like a fucking bear on top of a mini bike. Let me tell you.
Buells are nice.
Yeah. So
what's the first cruiser then after the?
My first cruiser would be my Boulevard that I still have.
Oh, no shit.
The wife rides now.
Okay. And when we met you, you were with another club. Well, association.
Organization.
Organization. You're with BACA.
Yes. Bikers Against Child Abuse.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys were just starting out as a chapter when I met you. I was going there through ABATE. I was a representative for ABATE of Wisconsin. Right. Yeah.
So
that was a long process for them to get earn their patches, and
that's a whole different level of biker there.
Yeah, it's a serious commitment. It really is.
Oh yeah. Well, tell everybody a little bit about it.
It is a good organization. They help. They stand to protect child abuse. Against child abuse, they help the kids out in any way they possibly can. There's a criteria that they have to follow in order to become a BACA child. Mm-hmm. But once they get all of that, pass all of that criteria, and they meet all their needs that they have to, they go out and they'll show up for the kid for court, or if the kid's feeling scared or just wants to say hi to his new family, they'll come out and set up a ride, take the kid for a ride.
Now,
I understand you guys hug toy bears.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tell everybody know what that's all about. When you see a bunch of big, scruffy-looking bikers holding tiny little bears.
Yeah, you get a bunch, 30, 40, sometimes up to 60, 70 guys and women in this organization standing in a circle around this kid. And one of the things that they get is a bear. And they tell the child that if you ever need a hug, we're going to fill this bear up full of hugs. And if you ever need a hug, just give that bear a hug, and it's one of us hugging you. And so they would pass the bear around and hug it in between each of us, and
that's cool.
And then go on down the line, and the kid would get
and you'd let them know too when it was empty to give a call, and you guys would fill it again.
Well, they changed that to
they did okay.
Yeah, to infinite hugs.
Okay.
Just filling it up full of hugs. But still,
it has been a while.
in the first years that I was in there, that's what we did. We told them whenever the child thought the bear was out of hugs, we'd show back up, fill it back up full of hugs again for him.
So how was your time in BACA? Was it?
It was stressful. It was hard. Yeah. It was really hard to see those kids go through what they had gone through.
It was.
I don't know if I could do it, to be honest with you.
It rips your heart out.
Yeah, because you're going to see some of probably the worst parts of humanity.
Yeah. And
while you're trying to be part of the best part of humanity.
And trying to lift those kids' spirits up, and you do, and you can see it. You visually see the weight being lifted off them. You just see them take that big breath, first deep breath in a long time, or smile.
That's cool. That's what it's all about, man.
And I mean, the club we're in now, I mean, we do charitable stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We do a lot of charitable stuff. But, I guess I can't take anything away from what BACA does because, I mean, their whole organization is about child abuse.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I mean, is there any more noble of a cause, So what brought you to BACA then?
I had seen it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
It was just a thing on Facebook, and
you're just
I saw the same thing from the same person.
Yeah. My son was abused by one of my relatives, and it didn't end well for him. Not my son, the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
We did what we had to do, and he now eats with a cork over his fork for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So he got off lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shy of being plant food.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And then, so, it kind of hit me seeing that video, and it was like, kids deserve to have a hero or whatever you want to call it in their lives.
Yeah.
Someone to look up to, someone.
I mean, parents should be the kid's hero, but when the parent is, I mean, I don't know the statistics, but lot of
90% of the child abuse
Yeah.
is either a parent or an aunt or an uncle
right.
or a grandparent.
That kind of, I mean, that just shatters a kid's world. I mean, if a kid
Yeah.
gets
Because they
bullied,
know the abuser and they
Right.
trust them. You know?
I mean, if you get bullied at school, I mean, there's always at home that you should feel safe, you know, as opposed to, you know, so you get out of Baca.
I got out of Baca.
Uh,
And I've been coming around the club for a while, you know.
so why join a more traditional, in a sense, motorcycle club versus Baca?
More family oriented, you know, more brotherhood, which I was missing from the core.
Yeah,
Which I had, you know, you have a lot of that in the
respect
core.
yeah.
And then
So, well, I guess you're a good person to ask of anyone. How much different is, say, a brotherhood coming from, say, in a military aspect, like I was a Marine and these guys are my brothers, versus I'm in this motorcycle club and these guys are my brothers? What's the difference there? There's got to be some sort of difference.
there is.
Yeah.
There's no automatic weapons.
Did you hear that?
That we
No
know.
automatic weapons. Okay.
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
Anyways, so I mean, is it? Are you closer to, say, a military brother versus a motorcycle club brother? Is it because, you know, you're laying your life on the line when you're in the military?
You're laying your life on the line when you're in this.
100%. But, you know what I mean? I guess, okay, like, I mean, let's be honest. We're not living the Sons of Anarchy lifestyle.
Right.
As much as, you know, we all would love to, because that looks so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah.
But they had automatic weapons.
Well, they absolutely did. Yeah, one of you guys is going to shoot my wife in the back of the head later. But,
In the next episode.
yeah, in the next episode. Anyways, but I mean, it seems like military-wise, you're counting on each other for a lot more things.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You know, it's life and death. You know, you got to be able to know that no matter what, at the end of the day, is that guy gonna let you take one to the back, or is he gonna stand up
Yep.
and, you know,
Yeah. Cover your six, as they
cover
say.
your
Yeah.
six.
Yeah.
You know.
So, what do you think about the motorcycle club scene now that you're in a more traditional motorcycle club scene?
I still enjoy it. You
Yeah.
know, I love every one of you guys,
We love you.
and you know, there's no place I'd rather be.
Right on. What's your favorite part about it?
The camaraderie of getting together and riding.
Wasn't the
And-
pink koozie for?
No,
You sure?
in fact,
You still have it?
Where's our new Proby?
I don't know.
Yeah, he should. I thought he was going to be here. Yeah, I saw that last night. We had him at somebody's clubhouse for an open house, and he had that with him. Yeah, or one like it. Or is
So-
that it?
No, this is
A
this
second?
Is,
Is
for
that his
Speary.
backup?
This is for Speary.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
um,
Where is he? Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be here later.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but yeah, the other Proby's got one too, and I found them on
Oh,
Amazon.
that's right. Oh, we can really get to break in a new probate
Yeah,
tonight,
brand
don't we?
brand new.
Brand new, folks. The wrapper's still on. That should be fun.
He's going to learn a lot tonight. So, it's a learning experience.
Figure it the fuck out.
You know,
Yeah, yes, you do quickly.
you get the
You got
lesson
no
before
choice,
you get,
man. Yeah.
you get the test before you get the lesson.
Yeah.
But
And the tests don't make no sense sometimes.
so
And there's no right answer.
No,
The trick bag.
outside. The
It's been
box.
pretty somber. You know, we talked about child abuse, and we talked about dying for your brothers.
you know,
and
it's
war and
I'm
shit,
trying to
you
figure
know.
out a clean segue from that. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's a heavy subject. You know,
It is.
you're talking about child abuse, and I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember.
man.
There's you know, when I first joined, there's some indiscretions of things that were going on, and I made a call that said, you know, do you need me to provide Overwatch?
Yeah.
And he's, well, what the hell do you mean by that?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you know, this is what I've done. This is what I.
Yeah.
I could be
Yeah.
a mile and a half away. You
Yeah,
wouldn't see
yeah,
This is
you
what I'm
wouldn't
good
see
at.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on. How do you segue from that? But motorcycles. Anyways, so you like long distance traveling then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. I know you do because me and you have done some long distance riding together.
I used one. Well, my wife, she's from Canada.
Yeah.
And I would ride that SV back and forth to Canada.
How did you meet your wife in Canada?
On a website called Fubar.
Especially considering where she's from in Canada is way the fuck over on the other side of the fucking America.
No, she was actually in Saskatchewan.
Oh, she.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Bumblefuck, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I know where that is too. But considering where we're at, I mean, that's
it's
still
1,200 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
1,200 miles from her door to my door.
Damn.
Wow.
Now you need a passport to get up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the card.
I know. I used to work for a Canadian company. Spent many a time up there with the hosers, eh?
Yaddery.
Yeah, it's a different world up there, but it's the same, eh? They're just a little more organized. They got all the same problems as we do. It's just like
their healthcare is not as good as everybody thinks it is.
No. I happen to have to go through their system once.
Their own prime minister came to the U.S. to get heart surgery.
What's that tell you?
Was that the crackhead dude that used to wig out all the time?
Oh, that he was the mayor of Toronto.
It was a mayor. That's who it was.
Yeah.
What's his name? Ford.
Yeah, he would talk about doing
Kenny
crack
Ford
and
or
stuff.
something like that.
Does that
He
make
was
sense?
caught doing it. They had him filmed doing crack. He was like,
yeah.
What's his name? Harold Washington there from
DC.
From DC.
Oh, that was Marion Barry.
Marion Barry. Look at that. We all know the well-known crack addicts. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was. I mean, it was a long ride. It
took
take me about 20 hours.
Real quick, there shouldn't really be a Partiers Hall of Fame.
There should be.
There should be.
It's the Rock and Roll Hall. Well, they should. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There should be like a party, like the Partiers Hall of Fame, though.
Yeah.
Took 24 hits ass. I should have never given those to you.
I got shit that goes bang too. Goddamn.
Yeah. Oh, it's right. He jumped a little. I'm sorry. Hey, we're taking that out of you, though. You were a lot more jumpy when you first got in the club, but you're doing much better now.
No.
Or has it gotten worse?
I took a swing at the wife last night. She scared the shit out of me.
Oh, jeez.
She walked up behind me. I was playing my.
She didn't give you a trigger warning?
No, she didn't give me nothing.
Oh.
She just reached up and touched my shoulder, and I just walked up.
We're trying to find humor. He keeps on bringing us back to the dark side.
God damn it.
Like, what the hell, Boomer?
This
Come
is
on,
a lighthearted podcast.
Lighten the fuck up, man.
No, it's fine. So let's talk about how your PTSD kicks in. No, I'm just kidding.
So 1,200 miles to a foreign country to see your wife one way.
Yep.
That's pretty cool, man.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, but so how we met? You asked that question. How we met?
Yeah.
Fubar is a website that's
Sulfur.
It's like an online bar.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's a what?
Online bar, kind of. The whole idea on that, you got a drunk meter.
Uh-huh.
You try to keep it full, and you like people's pictures and profile pictures and stupid pictures or whatever memes they put up or whatever, and you get virtual points for it. And then you can go into this little store where you can buy like drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And use the virtual points to purchase drinks for people in there.
Mm.
And so you have this drunk meter, and you try to keep it full at all times. So, and then they have pictures of new people that are on scrolling across the top, and she scrolled across the top, and I'm like, oh, she's got big boobs.
There you go.
Did you hear that, Deb? He's talking about you. Said you got big boobs. He did, evidently.
Boomer's wife's got big boobs.
Boomer, yeah. There it is. Hey, you can't take
Cat's
it back
out of the
now.
bag.
No, they're there.
It's in the internet for life.
Yep.
Anyway.
They're
We'll
there.
put a picture in the link down below.
There you go, yeah. Hear that, Deb?
Yeah, so you meet your big-breasted wife on Fubar.
Yeah.
And she moved down here. You didn't move up there, huh?
Well, I had made plans to move up there.
Yeah.
I had sold everything I owned almost, except for like all my guns that I had. And I had a lot of guns. I sold.
He doesn't. He sold them all, folks. No guns.
Allegedly.
Nobody owns guns here.
I kept,
Allegedly.
I kept one.
Yeah.
And because they were going to charge me X amount of dollars. I think it was like $100 or $150 per gun to bring across the border.
Jesus.
Seriously.
To register it, and then
Holy
they keep them
shit.
for 6 months.
Why?
They
Canadian
play with them or
government.
something?
And then I had to take some, there's special hunter safety courses and other courses to be able to get them back. And I was, no, I'm not doing all that, so I just sold them all, except for the one. And then my dad had passed away, and then it was too hard for my mom to take care of the house on her own.
Yeah.
So the wife, she said, "No, you're not coming up here. I'm coming down there."
Cool, man.
And,
Well, that's cool.
and she moved down here in 2013.
Sure.
Yeah, something like that.
I was
2013.
gonna say that's I think right about a little bit after that when my old lady and I met you and Deb
Yeah,
through.
She was
through
in Baca too, wasn't
yeah,
she?
she was in Baca.
Yeah.
She rides her own bike and yeah, oh, that's pretty cool. How do you like that your old lady rides her own motorcycle?
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool too. I mean, I kind of wish my old lady rode her own motorcycle
You know,
sometimes,
it-
most
you know,
of the time.
I've seen
Most of
your
the
old
time she
lady
ri-
on the back of your bike. She's
Yeah.
like if she could do when she does a dance on the back.
Yeah,
It's a wonder how you keep that thing upright sometimes.
magic.
If she's like
Magic.
Yeah,
squirming and you ever seen her? Oh
I
my
can't
God.
believe I mean, she's great and all, but I'd be like,
I'm
God
a
damn
really
it,
good
woman,
rider,
sit
just so
the
everybody
still.
knows.
I know you
I'm
are.
amazing on a motorcycle. I'm the best at being humble.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's
but the wife, you know, she rides a lot on the back of mine,
well, yeah, I've seen it.
and we just when it's just her and I, she'll get on hers and ride around. But
You just picked up a new bike last year, didn't you?
yeah,
Change bikes.
the 05 Dana White Glide.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a nice and sharp looking scoot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got the diamond plate paint job on it.
It does.
It's real. It pops, man. It's nice.
Crappy tail light wiring though, but
Yeah. Yeah, that was that was interesting to pull that off and see that.
I was really drunk when I was helping you too. I don't even know if I was helping or if I was making it worse. Never
Uh,
a little bit of both.
Yeah.
That was entertaining at least.
It was definitely entertaining.
Made a
that night.
story out of it. But so long distance riding, former Baca member.
Oh, let me ask this: you're going someplace with this?
No, go right ahead.
No, you weren't going anywhere with it, were you?
I'm lost now.
Nah, he wasn't going nowhere.
I was going.
So you're a member of the Bikerslifestyle Facebook page.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that shit show?
There's a lot of them in there. I just like to slap.
Mm.
Fucking idiots. A bunch of rubs. And,
Wow. Sir, are you saying that from a mile and a half away? Never mind. But from a mile and a half away, I'll take them out.
Nah.
Shoot that fucking mouse right out of your hands. Copy and paste that fucker.
Yeah,
That-
I mean, I'd like to see us change and shift a little away from the softcore porn that we've kind of gone into lately.
You know,
It is what it is, man. I mean, it's
It's part of the lifestyle.
it's a
what are you going to
member-driven
talk
page.
about all the time? You know, I mean, when I, you know,
I try to put a video in there here and there of guys like the last one I just put in there of I never remember that dude's name. He rides that trail or the stunt bikes,
Yeah,
and he's doing all the courses.
yeah. The trial. It's got a trial
Yeah, the
bike.
trail bike.
oh
yeah.
yeah.
I just put that video in there. That guy is insane.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah,
trial
but-
bike guys do crazy shit.
Yeah, my son-in-law used to have a trial bike. He can do that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, more power to him.
yeah, more power to
Yeah,
you, man.
the balance those guys have got is just awesome.
Oh yeah, the clutch control. I mean, but that's a whole different setup. That's not a bike made for riding. That's
No.
a bike made for hopping.
Right on. So what even got you into motorcycles to begin with?
My
I'm just
dad.
curious. Huh?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
He rode?
Mhm.
Did he start out on dirt bikes too and did the dirt bike thing?
No,
or-
he was he had a street bike. But
Yeah.
I got to
Was it a Harley?
no, it was the GSL 550.
Doesn't count if it's not a Harley.
And my
Wow.
my dad's cousin, he was a biker.
Yeah.
He was a hardcore biker.
So he rode a Harley.
He rode at all kinds of bikes. He had all kinds of bikes. But the first one I ever remember was the Norton.
Yeah?
Oh Jesus,
wow.
those things were fucking
And I was-
crazy.
I believe I was 4,
Yeah.
and all the shiny chrome on it, and he just pulled it into the driveway, and I walked up and I grabbed a hold of the tailpipe.
Nice.
Huge blister on the palm of my hand.
Did that get you out of school for a while?
I don't remember. I was 4.
Oh, you're 4? Yeah, you weren't in school then.
Those Nortons were silly fast.
Yeah, it was a neat bike, and then I remember, my dad had polio in his leg, so his upper body, huge man.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have seen his ring that I had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I watched him lean over my cousin's Harley that he had and kickstart it with his arm.
Wow.
My cousin told him, he said, if you can start it, you can ride it. My dad, well, that's no problem. Walked over there, stroked that sucker off, jumped on it and went. And,
oh, shit.
And it, he never let his disability stop him from anything.
Right on. So your driving force and motorcycles was your dad then?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And what would you say your favorite part about riding is? Like, what about riding do you like the most? Is it the quote-unquote freedom that, or is it, like long distance, short distance? Like, what
like
trips you trigger?
I like it all.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, I like, I like the windy twisties. I like the straights. I like the speed.
Because I've ridden with you before. You're kind of a little crazy guy when you don't got the wife on the back. You've done things, even I won't do those things. I've seen this guy go between a Jersey barrier and a semi, and there's maybe, 2 feet of shoulder, and you're passing them, the guys like that? Dude, that's ballsy riding.
Or stupid.
Well,
I'll go with ballsy.
well, I'm just saying, I was impressed.
Yeah, it was, we had somewhere to be.
We didn't really have a whole lot. We could have taken our time a little bit more, but.
Well, so I guess we don't have to ask where you stand on splitting lanes then.
Oh no, I'll go.
Big fan of splitting lanes. Not that kind of splitting lanes, but.
Oh yeah, I enjoy it.
He was threading lanes.
I enjoy
not
it.
splitting.
I quite enjoy that, threading the lane or splitting the lanes.
Well, a lot of traffic specialists say that
Wife
it really
not so
helps
much,
traffic out.
but
Yeah. Well, we all do
Yeah.
crazier shit when the old ladies aren't on the back.
Yeah.
yeah, I've split lanes a few times with her on the bike.
They don't like it as much as we do.
No.
You ever you ride from Orfordville into Janesville and you're on Route 11? You take that right off to Rockport Road.
Yeah.
And it's kind of banked really weird as it kind of leans down and goes in. Well, if you lean right, you can catch the foot pedals of your passenger.
Oh yeah.
And I'll do that with Donna on the back, and she's screaming in my ear, "This isn't funny to me," and I'm like, "It's fucking hilarious to me.
It's fun to me.
It's fun to me."
Every season I get bitched at least once or twice a month
That's
for
why they put
rubbing.
those little rub pads on the bottom, man,
You'll
for
be
scraping on the
fine.
pavement.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Did we die? No.
No.
Yeah, did we die? Yeah.
She's my wife is actually really good about it. She doesn't, she just, and they,
she's
whoever's on the back of your bike is got to be good. That's a lot of trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gotta have a lot of trust and faith in you.
And you got to have a lot of trust and faith in them because a passenger can take you down just as easily as a rider.
Oh yeah, very quickly, especially if you're a small guy and a big passenger.
Now, my favorite combination has got to be a club brother and his wife. She's a little taller than him, and she's on the back of his bike. And he keeps his feet up, and they get to an intersection, and she puts her legs at the intersection. It's classic. You ever seen him do that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I laughed my butt off the first time I saw
First
that.
time I
was
did
like,
a double
what
take the
hell?
first time, like didn't know what I was looking at.
Yeah, did it? Those are her legs. Wait a minute.
Yeah. That's pretty good, man. That's comfortable. He doesn't fatigue as much,
No. But yeah,
Whatever it
my
takes to
wife's-
get you home.
My wife's a fantastic passenger. She doesn't hardly wiggle. If she does go to move, she'll let me know
No, nice.
first before she does it.
Yeah. As Tank alluded to, it's just a complete surprise to me.
Yeah. You're
Oh,
ready
yeah.
for it.
I'm an amazing rider, so it's okay.
She starts dancing. When I've watched her start dancing,
He is being humble, folks. Dirty's an
I
excellent
am
rider.
the best at being humble.
Just ask him.
I'm
we
the
always
best at being
we always
humble.
often wonder is like, how the hell? And that doesn't irritate you at all when she starts doing that.
A long time ago. Yeah.
She watches this. No, I love her so much. Anything she can do no wrong.
Yeah, we're saying it all out of love, Sage.
I have never freaked out on her once about it, ever. Not once this past year. A few times. But, hey, fuck it. Here we are,
Right.
so it worked out.
I remember
for everybody.
my old lady the first time getting on the back, and I take the first turn, and she's like
Yeah.
opposite of me, and I'm like,
Oh,
what the hell? I'm screaming, what the hell are you doing? It's like, I'm balancing us. I'm like,
No,
There
you're
was a
not.
time.
I pull over, like, all right, here
when
it
we
is.
first met, I had that Super Hawk 996, right? crotch rocket, and or sport bike.
Was it red?
It was red.
Yeah.
Those
And,
super
Like that was. I
quick
think that was
bikes.
their signature color, red with the black trim.
Yep.
It was red. They had red ones, black ones, and white ones, I think.
They were nice. Yeah.
Or no, I think. Anyways, long story short, she's on the back, and I'm giving her a ride to work. And apparently I was too close to the center line. So she decides to jerk the bike as hard as she can towards the curb.
What the fuck?
We knew each other for maybe 2 weeks. She got to see what a strong conversation with me is like. Because I was very upset about that whole situation.
I would imagine. Yeah.
I said, you do that shit again, you're fucking walking. I don't care where the fuck we are. And you could have fucking taken us out. I was not expecting that, you know. And it was like early in the morning. I was hungover. We all could have died,
Yeah.
you know. So you
riding
came from
hungover,
sport
ooh.
bikes into cruisers.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to ask, you miss the sport bikes?
Yes.
So do I.
Yes.
So if you could,
I will own another one.
okay, which brings me to my next question. Which one would you own?
The K2.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean the H2?
Yeah, the H2. Sorry.
The supercharged Kawasaki?
Yeah.
It always
That's a
comes
lot of
to
motorcycle.
that. It always comes back
It's
to
a
that
lot of
motorcycle.
motorcycle.
You guys.
Was we talked about dream bikes, and I was saying to, was it the Pangali? I'm fucking butchering it. The Ducati,
Okay.
Pangali V4R.
The new, that new Ducati. Yeah.
235 horsepower out of the box.
Yeah, it's if it isn't carbon fiber, it's the motor.
Yeah, well,
Everything on that bike is carbon fiber. Everything.
It's got traction control.
The framework the frame is carbon fiber. The fuel cell is made out of carbon fiber.
It's got the gear-driven fucking valves, and
Yeah, that thing is insane.
yeah, so many people right now are just clicking this off because they're like, "Ain't a fat boy," you know, and they fucking.
Yeah,
but
hold on. The valves, they call them desmodromic, I believe.
that's what they're called. I always fuck it up, so I didn't.
Desmodromic
But
valves.
you got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just amazing, and I like the dry clutch sound.
Yes.
You know that because I like mechanical sounding things. I don't want my bike to sound like.
Every other
A
bike.
Singer sewing machine.
Well, yeah, I hate
We can bring one
bashing
over
everybody's
here and
shit.
say what everybody's talking.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's
that's
like, okay, take a look at it. Like, look at a Goldwing, right? Sure, its technology is amazing, and it's super
lazy boy
smooth.
with wheels.
Yeah, it's super smooth. It doesn't make any noise. It doesn't. But where's the fun in that? I like to know I'm riding something with an engine. I like the noise that a Harley makes at the tap. It's making a bunch of racket or whatever. I love the mechanicalness of a motorcycle. And I think that's why I always kind of like, I never owned a Ducati because I'm kind of poor. But,
Yeah. Yeah, they're not afraid of their price tags.
No, they are not. I almost owned a Ducati Monster once.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, but
That would've been a
apparently
fun
they
bike.
didn't want to give 20-something-year-old dirty credit for a Ducati Monster, so I didn't get one.
God, so untrusting.
But I actually got approved for a, back in the day.
It's probably a good thing they didn't.
I don't know.
You probably wouldn't be sitting here.
I bought the Honda version of it, so
Right.
yeah. I almost bought a Daytona, Triumph Daytona 955i.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it was like I hummed and hawed about it too long, and it got sold. Otherwise, I would have loved to have one of them bikes too, like an 03. I think it was 03. Yeah, 03 to 05, where they had a single-sided swing arm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are fucking cool fucking motorcycles. I don't think anybody ever truly gets over riding sport bikes if you've ever ridden them for any kind of time.
Yeah, everybody, the first thing, well, are they comfortable? Yes, they actually are.
No, they're not. They're horribly uncomfortable. I'll
I
be
was
honest
gonna
with
say
you.
I was
Mine
laying on
were.
the. I hated it.
I liked mine. I thought mine was super comfortable.
I liked it when I was in my early 20s. But by the time I got into my 30s, it started becoming... I started getting old, and knees started acting up, and...
I like forward controls with floorboards. And
Even with after blowing the discs out of my back, I found it comfortable.
Yeah?
To ride. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I mean, case in
yeah.
point, I drove that thing, to Canada
Sure.
and back.
I took my Super Hawk to all over fucking hell. But it's just, I started getting old and beat up, and I couldn't ride it for a long period of time anymore. That's why I got out of them. But someday,
I think someday I would like to have like a dual sport, also.
like an adventure bike?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
like one of those
I could
Tigers,
see that.
Triumph Tiger.
Or the KTM.
Yeah, the
those-
KTM.
The KTM's. Yeah.
Or the Ducati Multistrada.
I'm partial to that KTM.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I like those.
I don't know, man. I hear KTMs get a bad rap sometimes, though. They kind of have finicky things about them.
Yeah, they can be a little.
Yeah. What can't be, though? You know what I mean?
I mean, you beat on everything hard enough.
Yeah,
I got a friend who has got a Tiger, and he rides it to. I guess there's two dragons. There's the dragon that's paved, and then there's another like off-road, like portion of the dragon as well that he does with his Triumph Tiger.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So he rides the bike there, and then switches his shit around and rides on the trails.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I kind of thought about getting one of them adventure bikes myself. Well, Harley's coming out with that new, what is it, the Pan Am?
Yeah, I just saw that, yeah.
It's ugly enough to be an adventure bike.
Well, it'll probably do as well as their electric bike.
Well,
I think it'd do better than their electric bike.
Anything will do better than their electric bike. I
what
know.
are they doing with the electric bikes, man?
I think I don't know, right?
They're trying to play up to the millennials that need a card.
Yeah.
I'm stressed out.
Yeah, I mean, but the hole that it's created to get that uranium out of the earth.
Yeah.
For their batteries.
Not to mention cobalt. Look. For all the listeners out there, all three of them, they're listening to me right now. Look at the process to get cobalt and how much. Like, you think there's blood diamonds? Wait until you see how they get cobalt. That's kind of a pretty fucked up situation.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody's got to have their Priuses. Otherwise, they're going to hurt the environment driving around, dead dinosaur cars. But, well, I can't think of a whole lot else to talk to you about.
No, there's one question we do like to ask, and that is, all right, you got $1 million. You can buy whatever motherfucking motorcycle you want to buy. I think you might have already touched on it. Could be the same thing. I don't know. What would you buy?
56 Police Special.
That's rather specific.
Yes.
So you put some thought into this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Why a 56 Police Special?
Because it's just a sexy-ass bike.
Okay. Where did you first see one? How do you...
A calendar.
Really?
Yeah, a calendar.
When was it?
Was there a slightly naked chick on it?
No.
Damn.
No, there was not.
Then it can't go on our page.
It was just a it was just a motorcycle, a calendar, and it was a January 1956 Police Special.
See, mine's a 38 Crocker.
I would love to have one of those.
Mine's that Ducati.
Yeah, I know.
The fast one.
They're all fast.
What's up, brother?
The really fast one.
It's the man with the barbecue.
New one.
Yeah,
that's coming out. Yeah.
See, don't get me wrong. I mean, because when I brought that question, or when he brought that question up and they asked me, like, I don't see it out of the realm of possibility to own that.
No.
Because I mean, you could find basket cases still for less than $10,000.
You can find them very cheap with that style of motorcycle as a basket case, because a lot of guys go, I can fix this, and then they go, I can't fix this.
I can't do this.
Well, I mean, even you're talking a 56 Police Special, panhead, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're out there.
Oh yeah.
They're still out there, and the great thing about the internet is kind of the worst thing about the internet is that anybody can find parts.
Like a old maybe like a 47 or 48 Indian too.
Oh wow.
The older Indians, one of those.
Yeah.
One of those.
Indian when Indian was Indian.
They're cool looking. I've never been a fan of the big Valance fenders, but that's me.
Yeah, that's an acquired taste. A lot of people didn't like.
So
them.
what is it about the police bike?
It's just a sharp looking bike.
Are you trying to say you're a cop sympathizer?
Are you a cop?
Are you in law
check you for a
enforcement?
wire?
Hey, go for it.
Is this conversation being recorded right now?
Right?
I would like a good pep down.
He's trying to get us to talk about automatic weapons. I can see this is a whole set.
No,
Wait a
I'm
second
just trying to get a pat down out of
This
this.
is all coming full
How did you get
circle.
into the
Wait a
club
second.
again? What the fuck, man?
Damn, who the fuck was your sponsor?
Right?
My class, we won't talk about my Class 3 weapons permit.
No, we won't.
Okay,
we won't.
yeah, we better not.
We just did, but we won't. All right, another question we like to ask. All right, riding by yourself, riding with just one person, or a pack, which?
Yes.
Fucker, you copped out on that answer.
No, I enjoy riding by myself. I enjoy riding with a pack. I enjoy riding with just a couple brothers. As long as I'm riding, man.
I could really put you on the spot. Do you like riding by yourself or with the wife on the back?
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Good one. Good
Yes.
answer.
I do not mix words. I tell Sage all the time. I'd much rather be by myself. That's why I keep telling her to get your own fucking motorcycle. You know.
There's days where I would enjoy probably by myself because there's some roads where she's a great passenger, but I just don't want to push it as hard as I would like to have.
I have no problem killing myself on a motorcycle, but I feel really bad if I took her out with me.
I wouldn't want. I would hate like hell something stupid happened because I did something dumb.
Right.
When you're a bigger man and you have somebody you're riding two up, and then you ride like we do in the summer, you go through a lot of back tires. That gets expensive.
Yeah.
Because I know I chew through them.
There's an economical point to this whole
Definitely. When you're going through three rear tires a season,
right.
It's cheaper if I go by myself.
It's pure economics, dear.
It's pure economics. I mean, I'd love to have you, but back tires ain't cheap. We're not putting Shinkos on the Dyna.
I don't know. I got a lot of miles out of the one Shinko I ran in my life.
I've never had a Shinko.
Yeah,
I've had a Kenda. Those are hot garbage.
I never ran. I never ran a Kenda.
Oh, they're fucking horrible tires.
Are they?
Yes. For all the people that like to ask, what tires should I buy for my motorcycle? Don't get a Kenda.
Not Kenda.
Not Kenda.
That question is almost as controversial as what kind of oil do you put in?
The thinnest oil you could possibly get. Get that zero weight. Fuck it.
There you go. Yeah.
Maple syrup.
What's your What's your favorite or what's the best motorcycle to get a first time rider? A Gixxer 1000.
Yeah.
Gixxer 1000. Okay, right up. Fucking break them in right,
Kill them in the first 3 days.
Exactly.
It's kind of funny though because some of the questions we do get through the page, you immediately tell their experience level with motorcycling.
Oh yeah.
It's like you're just trying to ask a question to ask a question.
I want to seem cool.
Yeah, I want to seem cool. I need to ask this question. Like, wow, get the popcorn out.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you use? What do you take on a long trip? Money. I want to tell you, man. Lots of fucking money. It comes in handy no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
And you guys ever sleep on the side of the highway? No. It's not 1970. You can't do that.
You can't do that shit no more. Although I do carry a hammock with me.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
That's actually pretty smart.
It's in a little bag, about yay big.
Nice.
And it's got a mosquito covering net over the top.
Oh, wow.
Of it too. So yeah,
I would get in that. I would never be able to get out.
Is that the whole?
What happened to Tank? He laid in the hammock and it killed him.
Cut the rope.
Wow.
You cut the rope and you hit the ground.
Oh, is that what it? Okay, yeah, cut the rope. Okay. Well.
Dead by hammock.
Then you have no choice but to get up.
Jesus.
Well, I think we're going to start wrapping things up. Do you have any final words of wisdom for our 3, maybe 4, possibly 2 listeners?
Ride hard, live fast, and
ride hard, go fast.
Ride hard, go fast.
I've never seen that on a meme. Have you?
Probably not.
Probably, maybe once or twice.
Once or twice.
Gophers was don't be a douchebag.
Yeah. Don't be a douchebag. That's a good.
That's a good one.
That is a good.
That might be our motto.
Those are words to live by. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be a twat waffle.
Don't be a douchebag. Don't be a twat waffle. Don't be a dick.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out.
That's actually on our. It's on our logo.
Yeah.
All part of the biker's lifestyle.
Well, and it, I hear a lot of people get, "Oh, you think you're a tough guy?" No, it didn't even stem from being a tough guy when we started saying it.
Yeah.
We would say it in like a goof, like a joke. Like, oh man, we went out last night. Man, you guys got me so drunk. Yeah, well, fuck around and find out. You know.
Exactly. It's like forget about it.
Yeah.
It's just
fuck around and find out, man.
Retarded bikers.
Yeah, you think you're hardcore? All right, let's go out and do some fucking partying. All right, fuck around and find out. Oh, you guys ride fast. Well, fuck around and find out. It's
Don't read too much into it. We're not that deep.
Right. It's not everything is a threat, man. It's just all all in good fun. Calm the fuck down.
It's all about having fun and being with like-minded people.
Yeah. I just wanted to say we've been managed. This is the 3rd episode now we've managed to do. We were trying to wait a little longer, but, I had some unforeseen circumstances that brought me up north again. So we're able to get these 3 more episodes out of the way.
Yes,
Not out of the way, but be able to get some sessions in, which is pretty cool.
Ideally, it's going to be like a once-a-week deal, but until we get the logistics figured out. because
Kick the logistics. Whoa, that's like a '90s thing to say, isn't it? If I was black in the '90s.
is logistics a black word?
I don't know.
Did I just
I don't
culture
think so.
appropriate?
No, it's kick the ballistics. That was
kick the
that was the line.
You're
Yeah.
culture appropriating
I know.
black people.
I'm white. I have
all right.
I'm a white
You're
male.
privileged.
Oh, privileged. Oh
Privileged
yeah, I'm
white
real
man.
privileged.
This is all sponsored by white privilege. So.
Yeah, I own a house in Florida and one in Wisconsin, but don't read too much into that.
God, you're so privileged.
Yes, so
Why don't you
privileged.
give one of those houses to poor people?
I am poor.
Oh,
I'm poor because of that.
I've seen poor people go, no, I ain't living in that.
Florida man, gators, hurricanes. But you're right.
Yeah, how big is that gator back there behind
I
your
think
house?
he's almost 5 feet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
that's a
good
little.
barbecuing size.
yeah, it is little. They dragged a 9-footer out of there last year,
How many pairs of boots can you make out of that?
right?
One.
I wear size
one pair?
17, so one.
With just one boot.
I do. I'm wearing size 17 shoes right
How many
now.
cows had to die to make your vest?
2.
One for the front,
That
one
was
for the back.
actually the joke.
Nice.
If you remember when I got
Oh,
the
yeah.
cut and started
Yeah,
out, that
yeah,
was the joke.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what we said about Big Perm. Huh? How many cows died to make Big Perm's cut?
Yeah.
yeah. I like Big Perm because next to him I look small.
He's a good dude.
He's an excellent dude.
I like that. Well, I mean, I like all the old, or well, I shouldn't say old because they're still around, but I like Baka guys because well, and that's why, I kind of,
Him, yeah.
yeah.
He's all right.
So the Baka guys for me,
Yeah,
like
once we break him in, he'll be fine.
he'll get broken, but Baka guys, man, it's. I mean, because you guys ride motorcycles.
Yeah.
And you guys do kind of the biker thing. Maybe not as much as other people, but
Right.
Well,
still
they're
enough.
International Browns on it.
Well, no, first of all, Baka's like worldwide,
Yeah.
it
fucking
is.
everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, is there a continent where there isn't a Baka chapter?
No.
Right. So it's
And-
safe to
and-
say the sun never sets on
And
a
they
Baka
have an
chapter.
image to keep up, which
Yeah.
understandably so.
And I've never heard of anything going wrong as far as like any misdeeds done by Baka guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they got a good reputation.
Yeah.
So, and like I said before, I mean, can you find a more noble cause? So yeah, obviously,
You'd be hard pressed.
you would be. It's bikers against what? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
to have a whole organization that's focused on one thing, which is riding and protecting abused children. I mean, fuck, that's pretty awesome. They're a pretty awesome group of guys.
Yeah.
So
No, definitely. And more to your point, I mean, a lot of the Baka guys are, when they get into the club world beyond Baka, which I know a lot, some guys have gone some different directions.
Right. Like
You're
myself.
they're pretty bomb-proof when they come in,
yeah,
for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Bomb-proof, but you don't. There's some club etiquette you really don't have to teach
Right. Yeah. They go through
or learn the hard way.
a list. They literally it's a year of training.
Yeah.
It's of
I remember when you guys went through all
webinar
that.
classes after webinar class. It's like to get it all done in a year.
Federal background checks.
You got to do a
and-
federal background
Yeah.
check. You got to the training. You got to do a couple a week to get it done within a year.
yeah,
I mean, there's no other way to do it.
right.
All right. Well, I'm looking at the clock, and we're going to time out here pretty soon.
All right.
So,
That's-
just go ahead and wrap up if we could, Dirty.
Well, I will. Well, first of all, thank you for your service.
Absolutely,
Thank you for coming on,
no problem.
and
Thank you for having me.
well, we look forward to riding with you this summer.
Absolutely,
We look forward to getting drunk with you tonight, and
that is possible.
well, it's a likely circumstance. It's likely. So I guess with that, I'll leave it over to Tank. He's got our catchphrase.
All right. Remember, the most dangerous part on your motorcycle is the nut that connects the handlebars to the seat. Thanks a lot, folks.
Don't be a douchebag.